Here we go with the royal family and their games. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get straight into this and discuss this nonsense from what we are seeing here. The Telegraph are reporting that the royal family have cropped out Meghan Markle in the celebratory pictures that they had uploaded of Prince Harry. Now, we know that Meghan Markle is the significant other of Prince Harry. They know that, but yet they purposely cut her off. Whilst there were other people in those pictures, those other people were very much random people to Harry, guests, acquaintances, and if it was Prince William, evidently they would have easily kept Kate Middleton in those pictures. We know how the game works. But like I told you guys before, there is no such thing as an entity of coincidences when it comes to the royal family. Everything they do is a manipulative, calculated move, and this is an example of all of this happening once again. They know what they were doing, but the royal family need Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle doesn't need the royal family. She's been granted new titles in Nigeria, speaking Spanish to those in Colombia, and evidently gaining all of this viral good press and PR traction over the past 24 to 48 hours. If anything, this year has shown that Meghan Markle is going nowhere and that her popularity has actually exuded and become huge. Yet the royal family seem to be throwing shade at any moment they've gotten. Now they've come out via the people to deny these claims and that this was not the case in any capacity. They did not block or cut her out, but we know that they did, because whilst it was Prince Harry's birthday, Meghan is the significant other. And if the wife is sitting next to the husband, you would also include that picture as well. Or you would use a different picture where Meghan is not even in the circumference, that you uploading that picture of Harry doesn't look like that. This is what I mean. They used that picture on purpose. They cropped it out on purpose. They knew what they were doing. And now the UK press discussing and talking about this is also a reminder to Meghan that we don't need you. But clearly you guys do, because you guys don't stop talking about her and using her as a topic of discussion 24/7 in the UK press. You guys are addicted to her popularity, and you need her to popularize this dying royal family that nobody really cares about anymore. Because you have King Charles and Prince William stealing money from people. Camilla the Rat is always planning something. Kate Middleton, who wants to go missing one day and then seen another day and then missing again. She doesn't even know what's going on with herself. And nobody cares about Eugenie and Beatrice. And then you have the paedophile Andrew, who's running around in a house that's not even his. The royal family's popularity is dying. It's been skimming for a long time, and you need to discuss Meghan more than anything 24/7. And this was just another example, a side jab, a little shade, very passive aggressive. This is the nonsense that they were doing. I'm not buying it. Don't think anybody else is. And these games of Meghan don't work anymore. We've been discussing Meghan on the channel since 2018. It's been 6-7 years of me doing royal conversations, and yet the tone for me stays the same. We support Meghan 24/7. Now, when it came to the particular New York Post, the Hollywood Reporter, about how she was aggressive and rude, if you actually look at the emails that have been leaked and revealed, which in my opinion, I think is old news, this email situation, correct me if I'm wrong, she was barely being rude in these emails. She was barely saying anything rude. If anything, she was quite nice and was letting the world know and letting these people know in the emails, my mother was upset and crying. Very stern, very clear, very concise, as we all should be, point blank period. And of course, you know, the world, the UK press, UK people, white people especially, have made it out to be as if she was very aggressive. Now, let's be sure that Meghan Markle is a biracial mixed race woman. And of course, because her mother is a black woman and because she is a mixed race woman, anything that she does is going to be seen in a form of aggression. So if she is painted this way, you can't even imagine what dark-skinned black women and dark-skinned brown women go through in these workspace environments, where if they uphold themselves as anybody should be, if they feel that they need to be, they are immediately masked as aggressive individuals, feisty, troublesome, that person over there in the corner, they are othered. And this was an example for Meghan, who is very much mixed raced, and so I can't even imagine what it is for those who are dark-skinned black and brown women, who are magnified to a whole different level, and it is ridiculous to see. Because those emails that Meghan sent were nothing the sort of rudeness that they pretended it to be. But this is typical UK passive-aggressive gaslighting 101 topics. The same branch from this is another branch where they blamed us for the Kate Middleton conversations when the UK press were the ones that were shoving it in our faces 24/7. They come from the same branches. What the UK do, and they have a history of that with colonialism, is that they will pillage, ruin your communities, and then laugh at you for being poor. Much like how they'll do the same thing to your mental state of mind, which is what they're also doing to Meghan, which is why she also felt suicidal and wanted to leave the country. And everybody denied her suicidal claims when it came to the UK press and presenters. Every single thing links from the colonialism roots to how the UK is today. Look at it from a bird's eye view, not up and close, and you will see how manipulative the UK is. I am sick and tired of it, but as far as I'm concerned, if they're not going to stop coming from Meghan Markle, then we're going to keep being here still dragging the royal family. It's a two-way street, beloved. If they stop it with Meghan, we'll stop discussing the royals for their nonsense and their theatrics and how ridiculous it is. So they're not going to stop that anytime soon. As we all know, they're never going to stop talking like this. They're never going to stop coming for her 24/7, dramatizing everything that she does. And it's insane to see. But fortunately for her, the Hollywood Reporter article, the UK press planned coordinated attack and distraction, failed. It went viral, but for good reasons. They didn't want that. So this cropping of the picture moment as well, which I discussed early on in the video, is a direct example of this all happening again, where they know what they're doing. It's passive-aggressive 101 tactics where they throw you in the fire and then they call the ambulance and say this person has committed suicide. It's the exact same analogy. They want to be blameless, not take any responsibility, accountability. They will not rest. The UK press will not rest when it comes to Meghan Markle until she is in her grave, until she is dead. Only then the amount of conversations of hatred on her will stop. But as of right now, that will never take place. Whilst the UK tried to shame us for questioning what was going on with Kate Middleton when she had cancer and it was all announced, they wanted us to sympathize with her in multiple of articles. But whilst they were simultaneously telling us to sympathize with Kate Middleton, they were putting out articles throwing hate on Meghan Markle at the same time. That's how manipulative the UK typical British 101 gaslighting press tactics are. How dare you have the audacity to say, feel sorry for Kate in that moment in March, but let's also drag Meghan at the same time. That doesn't make us hypocrites because Meghan should be othered. How dare we now need to have sympathy for Kate, but we didn't care about Meghan when she was suicidal. How dare we have sympathy for Kate, but when Meghan said that she felt suicidal, how dare we have sympathy for Kate, but then when it comes to Meghan Markle and, she should be walked through the streets naked and things be thrown at her, which is what they said in the UK press. Any form of pain or emotion that Meghan shows, the UK press and a lot of UK people do not care about. They don't care about it. But when it comes to Kate, immediately she is coddled and we should feel shame. The hypocrisy was dire in March. And the reason why I'm discussing this and adding this to this video is to remind you guys of the tactics and that you should not be supporting this monarchy in any capacity. Down with the monarchy. They steal from us 24/7. There are more homeless people on our streets. I am inundated with emails of how much our taxes are rising and how much our bills, our heating bills are rising, and they are stealing from us 24/7. There are 101 reasons for why you shouldn't be standing or supporting this nonsense of an establishment who are billionaires out of pillaging and ruining people and adorning jewelries that is stolen from multiple countries all over the world. There are a plethora of examples, but this is one here. We know why they cropped that photo. We know why they mask those emails to be aggressive when they're not. We know your games, bro. We know your games, the UK press. We know your games, the royal family. We know what you guys are doing. And beloved, the shopping markets are empty because nobody's buying it. Because the reason why that Hollywood Reporter article went viral, in Meghan's sake, in her support. And just like you guys will be here, the UK press and the Telegraph, and the Sun, the Daily Mail, and etc., ready to do XYZ and ready to cuss her out 24/7, we will be here as well. Come and face your fronts, and we'll come and face our fronts as well. We will be here too. We're not going anywhere because I've been doing this for 6-7 years defending Meghan, so we're not going anywhere. So for some of you who might think that I'm now suddenly discussing the royals, check the motherfucking receipts, because I've been discussing the royal family and supporting Meghan for 6 to 7 years. Don't get it twisted, please. I beg, untwist yourself and have common sense. Do you understand? Just evade the clouds in front of your face and have some common sense. Please, just think once or twice and then think again. Anyways, subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if you guys do subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 350,000 subscribers. It's 24/7 content even whilst I'm abroad. So I would really appreciate it if you guys click that button, because the work is endless and tiresome and constant, but I love to give you guys content and think pieces and things to discuss and seeing everybody discuss together. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please click that button. That's all you guys have to do, and send us super thanks if you guys wish to, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. Oh, this video was meant to be 2 minutes. Jeez, lords, the way I just went on a whole conversation. I didn't even script. Listen, I didn't even script anything. This is just coming off the top of my head, guys. This is what I was born to do at this point, because the way it's coming off. How did I just do that off the top of my head? What the hell? I love it when I get into this mode and I just start. Lords, like, you can't top that.